Today's episode of Father Knows Food is brought to you in part by Signature City Properties. With over 35 years of experience, Signature City Properties, LLC has helped buyers, sellers, and investors achieve their real estate goals. More information is available by calling 720-480-8686. And by JSR Incorporated, a full-service television production company bringing modern life into full focus. 303-596-2207. And by viewers like you, thank you. Today's recipes and much more can be found at www.fatherknowsfood.com.
Today on Father Knows Food, I'm back out at my brother's house on the grill. In my opinion, everything tastes better on the grill, so we're gonna do everything. The salad, the appetizer, the entree, even the dessert is gonna be grilled. The kids are gonna help out and they're gonna set up our table for us. Then they're gonna disappear and we're gonna have a nice couples night. Cheers. Cheers.
Spicy grilled shrimp. An awesome way to kick off an outdoor dinner. Shrimp with just a touch of lemon, cayenne, and paprika. Grilled radicchio salad. Smoky and crunchy with a balsamic vinegar and crispy pancetta dressing. Grilled tri-tip with asparagus. Crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, a great cut of meat served with the perfect grilled veggie. Grilled pound cake. Dessert never tasted dreamier. Warm cake slices covered in salty pistachios and homemade chocolate sauce.
My full name is Peter Odell Reynolds, and my job title is Dad. I've had a lot of jobs. I'd have to say my favorite job of all of them is Dad. The pay is terrible, but it sure is rewarding. Is it yummy?
I did it!
You did it! Cooking for me is really cathartic. Listen to that sizzle. And I really, truly enjoy it. I enjoy eating food, obviously. Look at me. Well, my family likes to eat.
Delicious.
And it is total dysfunction junction every time we always get together as a family, but it's great, it's wonderful, I wouldn't trade it.
I love food!
We've got these beautiful tri-tip steaks that we're gonna cook up. Tri-tip is a tougher cut of meat. It's really important to cook it the right way, and you wanna slice it across the grain to give yourself a really tender, beautiful piece of meat. We're gonna heavily season these things before we put them on the grill, and then we're gonna let them sit for at least 20 minutes probably before we start slicing them. So we've got some time to do some other things and mill around and catch up with everybody, but we'll go ahead and get started on this.
Here we go.
Oh, excellent. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us.
No, thanks for cooking.
All right, man, you ready to do this?
Mm-hmm. What can I do to help?
If you can do the asparagus,
Yeah?
that'd be awesome. Just a little bit of olive oil,
Yeah?
and then I'll pass the salt and pepper to you just as soon as I'm done seasoning these steaks here.
All right. All right, just drizzle it on a little.
Just drizzle it on a little. You've done this before. You know what you're up to.
Yeah.
Tri-tip is really a great cut of meat. I spent a lot of time in California over the years, and tri-tip's very popular in California. Some people like to cook it slow, but I like going it high and hot over the grill, get a nice char on the outside. So heavily season both sides of this meat. Morgo likes a lot of flavor. There's a little pepper for you. And the salt will be coming your way shortly. You can see I'm putting a lot of salt and pepper on these things, but you need it. It's a big piece of meat. It's a thick piece of meat, so really be generous with your seasonings on this. Morgo, I'm trying not to make too much of a mess of your house here.
Oh, we don't mind.
A little salt and pepper.
Make a mess.
Just get every little bit on that piece of meat. All right, buddy, here we go. Woo! Nice and hot. Just like that. Then Morgo, you can wait a few minutes because these steaks are gonna take a while, but I'm gonna take this cutting board in, get her cleaned up, and then I'll be back out in just a few minutes.
All right. Cheers, buddy. Thanks
Hey.
for coming over. Thanks for cooking.
Absolutely, thanks for
You bet.
hosting.
Absolutely.
Here we go. That is looking good. Excellent.
You ready for these guys?
Yeah, that'd be great. Let me use those tongs, little Morgos.
I got them all
That's
seasoned
got
up for you.
meat on there. Look at the size of these things.
Massive.
I love asparagus, especially with steak and especially grilled. But yeah, a lot of people do asparagus lots of different ways. I don't think anything comes close to grilled asparagus. I don't know, your opinion?
Love it, definitely.
And these are thick asparagus. This will be good. Already getting some really good color on these things.
You want me to clear this off for you, Pete?
That'd be great. Yeah, these asparagus are almost done.
Ready to go?
I think these ones are ready.
Let's do it. I'll carry them in. Those look great.
It is hot by the grill tonight. You think we'll get a couple takers on these?
Yeah. Veggies even my kids will eat.
Do they?
Yeah.
They'll eat asparagus? I know they dig artichokes. They're like my kids. They love artichokes, but...
Yeah. Anything they can dip in something.
Right? All right, we'll make some room for our steak, which will be coming off in a little bit. Yeah, buddy, why don't you come around and check these out?
Yeah? Yeah, that looks so good. Get a nice char on those.
Yeah. Remember that trick Dad taught us?
Oh, yeah.
About how to test your meat for tenderness and doneness?
Sure do.
Medium rare, medium, medium well, well done.
That's right.
Medium rare, that's what we're shooting for. We'll let these rest for a while too, so.
Sure, those look great.
What do you think, go get another beer?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
happy to.
All right, buddy, let's take these into the kitchen. We'll let them rest for a little bit. We'll get everything together and we should be pretty good.
Sounds good, looks awesome.
All right, I'll follow you.
All right.
Let's go find some geraniums, guys.
I see the flowers.
So beautiful. Do you want to put it in your hair?
You put it in your hair. Yeah.
This is going to look great for the dinner table.
Yeah.
So pretty. Great. How about this one?
I love it.
Do you love this?
Yeah.
Good. Tell me, what's your favorite color?
Pretty good.
Blue?
Yeah.
But what color are the flowers?
I got the
Pink.
Yes. Here, Abby.
Thank you. That's a perfect one. This one? Yep.
I got it. I got one. I will have this one.
Look at the baby ducks. Very gentle.
We're gonna make a grilled radicchio salad today. The radicchio takes a lot less time than probably the pancetta type will take to get crispy. So we'll dump this in here, nice and hot. Just gonna give us a little stir, make sure we're going well here. This is gonna add a little bit of crispiness to the salad, and it's really gonna add a ton of flavor. I mean, who doesn't love a little bit of crispy pancetta? So the radicchio, we're just gonna quarter. Rub it with a little bit of olive oil, some salt and pepper, throw it right on the grill. Get this other guy going here. Don't worry about the core, you can take out the core once it's done grilling. It's gonna hold everything together when you put it on the grill anyway, so. A little bit of olive oil. Salt and pepper. So the radicchio is kind of bitter, and that's why we've added all this pancetta here. It's gonna take some of the bitterness out, add a little bit of sweetness. We're also gonna use some balsamic vinegar, which is pretty sweet as well. It's all gonna come together really well once we get this going. So those will take a few minutes. Just gonna clean this up while this stuff gets cooking here. Make it a little bit easier on myself for later. Don't worry, I've got a trash can right down here anyway, so. Everything's looking really good. This is starting to crisp up. Reach over here, grab our tongs. Nice. You might lose some down the grate. Don't freak out, not a big deal. It's gonna wilt the radicchio a little bit. It's gonna make it really, really delicious. Add a ton of flavor with just a little bit of char. You can see, if I show you this one, what I'm talking about. That's exactly what you want. This pancetta's looking really golden brown and delicious. Exactly what I'm looking for. We're actually gonna make the dressing right in the pan here and pour it over the salad hot. We'll toss it at the table later, but this stuff is all coming together. All right, I think this radicchio is about ready here. You always hear people talking about a one-pot meal or something like that. The grill is really my one-pot meal. I like to do everything on the grill. There's not a lot of cleanup. I mean, I'll have to wash this pan, but it's a cast iron pan, so you're only washing it with water. So we're gonna make our dressing here. I'm just gonna move this pan over a little bit so that it's easier for me to access. A little bit of Dijon mustard is gonna go right in here. And the pancetta's rendered out a little bit of fat, and we want that fat. That's gonna kind of take the place of our olive oil, even though we might add a little bit of olive oil later if we need to. Add a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Between the balsamic vinegar and the Dijon, it's just really gonna add a depth of flavor to this that you can't get with anything else. The smell coming off of this is amazing right now. Hit you. When that balsamic hits the pan, it really comes back in your face, and we're just gonna add a juice of about a half a lemon. Throw some salt and pepper in here, and then we'll chop up the rest of our radicchio and be good to go. Stir everything together here. A little bit of salt and pepper. That's looking really good. Now we'll just move this over here to the top shelf, kind of out of the way. And we'll chop the rest of our radicchio, or all of our radicchio for that matter. Go ahead and take the stem out of it if it's got any. Throw it in our little bowl over here. A lot of people don't think you can do a grilled salad, but you can. You can do a grilled Caesar, you can do grilled radicchio, you can do just about anything you want on a grill. Make some room here. We'll bring our salad bowl over. That's fairly precarious, but that'll work. It's not your kitchen, it's your grill, so just make do. Chop up the rest of these guys. Some of the radicchio is really tender from the char and from the heat. Some of it's a little bit crispy because the heat didn't really get in there. That's exactly what we're looking for. Lots of different textures, and everything's gonna have a little bit of a different flavor too. Radicchio is just another vegetable, really. You can grill all kinds of vegetables. Whenever I'm doing barbecue or grilled anything, I love to grill whole onions on the grill. Lots of different vegetables that you can grill up. And that'll work for now. We'll add some of our blue cheese. Blue cheese is super powerful stuff. It's gonna add a ton of flavor. You're not gonna need much for this salad, but you wanna make sure that you've got enough of everything. One final stir of our dressing. The dressing is gonna go on hot. It's gonna wilt some of the lettuce, some of the radicchio. It's gonna make this salad amazing. But here we go. Take it over and we'll toss it at the table right before we dig into it.
Right here, that's a different one. Here, leave that one there and we'll put that one right there. Look at that. Okay, I need some spoons. Here, Cole. Nice job. Bravo, bravo. Here, Cole, Daddy. On the other side. Bravo, bravo.
So I've just got some peeled and deveined shrimp and a little bit of ancho chili powder for a little bit of smokiness and some heat. Then a little bit of paprika, kind of doubling down on the smokiness and heat aspect of it. Again, I don't measure, just a little bit. Some pepper, good pinch of salt, maybe a little more, and then just a couple squeezes of lemon juice. Strain the seeds out with your fingers. So the paprika is going to add a little bit of color to these shrimp on the grill, and give it a nice kind of red, pinkish hue, but it's also going to add a ton of flavor. And just a couple, maybe a tablespoon or a couple teaspoons of olive oil. We'll just toss these together, let them marinate for a minute. I think our grill's nice and hot, and we'll throw them on there. These will only really cook for a few minutes. You don't want to overcook shrimp. You want to really pay attention, so don't leave, don't go do something else, just stay there and stay on the shrimp. Don't flip them immediately either. Let them sit there for a minute. They'll be delicious. So we're going to put these on the grill. Shrimp are going to shrink up a little bit on the grill. You can make your life a little bit easier by putting these on a skewer, but really you just want to pay attention. You don't want to overcook them. They're going to turn bright pink when they're done, but you don't want to overcook them. I like keeping the grill nice and hot for shrimp because they do cook so fast. I want to get a little bit of a char on them, but not too much. So when you're buying shrimp at the store, make sure you buy the frozen stuff. You want to buy it raw. You don't want to buy any of this pre-cooked stuff. And head on, head off. Really, head on is better, but head off is just fine too. You want to thaw it out, just either run it under some cold water, or you can thaw it out overnight in the fridge. Make sure it stays cold though. So now we've got all our shrimp on here, and we want to pay attention to them. We're going to close it up just for a minute, then we're going to pop it open and start flipping. You might have to flip them a couple times. You want to make sure they're cooked all the way through. This is a pretty familiar spot for me out at the grill. I'm pretty much the default griller when it comes to an event at my brother's house or my parents' house or my house or anyone's house for that matter. I love being out here with the grill. I love kind of kicking back with a cold beer or a glass of wine. Let everybody do their thing, and this is just kind of relaxing for me. So I really do love being out at the grill, and this is where you'll most often find me. So I'm going to take these off one at a time. I put them in kind of haphazardly here and wasn't paying attention, but you want to try and lay them out so that you can flip them all at the same time. But I've done this enough times that you can see which ones are done and which ones aren't and which ones are ready to come off. So we're going to take off the ones that are ready, let the other ones cook for a little bit longer, and then everybody can come and snack on these things. So I'm just putting these on a cutting board, nothing too fancy. It's couples grill night, so it's kind of rustic. Just gonna kind of go old fashioned and make it pretty and easy and fun. So the shrimp are all off the barbecue. I'm just gonna move this out of the way really quick. And we're gonna add, just to finish them off, with a little spritz of lemon juice.
You want some shrimp? Abby, thank you for letting us have your backyard tonight.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
I'm just gonna dive right in.
Are they? There, it's family.
Tails back on.
That's totally
Stuff,
family
Pedro.
style. Anybody like tri-tip?
We're having tri-tip. Nice. Well done, Pedro.
Ladies first.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a little bit more than Holly.
Yeah, a little surf and turf. Morgan and Abby, thank you guys so much for hosting this, and everybody else, thank you guys for coming. And our kiddos, they sure did a nice job sitting at the table, so.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for all the cooking. Yeah, thanks for the good job.
Yay. Yummy. Delicious.
Delicious. Well, you gotta get into salad.
No, I love
Salad
the blue
is
cheese.
delicious.
All right.
Yeah.
What'd you do with the steak?
Literally just salt and pepper. That's it. Simple.
Yum.
If you guys will excuse me for just 1 second, I'm gonna go finish up dessert. I think you'll like it. A lot of people think that when it comes to desserts on the grill, it's mostly fruits or something like that. Today, we're gonna grill pound cake, and we're gonna put a little chocolate sauce on it. It's gonna be a real showstopper and a wonderful way to finish off this meal. So our grill is cleaned up. It's getting nice and hot. We're just gonna chop this thing up in about inch-thick pieces. This is just store-bought frozen pound cake. And I know there's a little bit of stuff missing on the top. Don't worry about that either. Chocolate sauce will go a long way to covering all that up. Maybe we'll feed that one to the dogs that keep barking. And I'm just gonna use my fingers. Put these on here. And what the heck, we'll put this one on there too. And maybe this one, just in case. You can smell that coming off the grill already. It's pretty delicious. It smells like, I don't know, a candy shop or something like that if you've ever been to one. And these really won't take very long. You don't want to touch these things right away. As with most things when you're grilling, you kind of want to let the grill do its thing. Don't touch them. Let the grill create that char on it. We'll check them here in about 30 seconds to make sure we're not burning them, but we definitely want to get these good grill marks on there, and then we'll do the rest of it, and we'll be ready to dive into these. Just gonna check on our chocolate sauce here, make sure that it's not seizing up. So I made this chocolate on a double boiler with just a little bit of milk, and a double boiler is really easy. It's this bowl set over a small sauce pot filled with water, and a little bit of milk, a little bit of butter, a little tiny bit of vanilla extract, and some chocolate chips. And you just do it by eyeball so that you get the consistency you want, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm pretty happy with that. And we'll check on our pound cake here. Boom. How's that look? Pretty good. That's exactly the desired effect here. Just enough color to add some flavor. And those grill marks really make this thing look fancy. It makes it look like I'm way cooler than I really am. So everybody's just finishing up right now. I'm gonna finish these up. Just another 30 seconds or so. We're gonna pretty them up with all this chocolate sauce and these chopped pistachios, and then we'll dive into dessert here. I think that's pretty good. Both sides. This is Fatherknowsfood plating. Let the ingredients speak for themselves. And this little end piece. And that wanted to stay, but that's all right. We'll turn the grill off. And now for our chocolate sauce. Just give it one final stir, and we're just gonna pour this thing over the whole thing. I think that ought to be quite a crowd pleaser. So now we're just gonna top these off with these pistachios. Again, I didn't break all these and peel them myself, but bought them at the store. And just let them fall any which way they want to go. I'm using these pistachios because, well, I love pistachios. I love nuts of all kinds, but pistachios are probably my favorite. Just like that, make a nice, beautiful mess, if you will, and I'm pretty happy with that. Well, I think everybody else will be too. All right, beep, beep, here comes dessert. Pat, you can just set those aside. We'll clear all that stuff.
You bet.
All right, wife, you start it out, and then we'll pass it on down the road.
All right, thank you.
It's gonna be drippy, ooey gooey. Yeah.
It's going straight to my hips, Peter.
Sure you don't want any more?
No.
We'll leave this down here for Morgan and Pat.
Yummy.
Pat's a chocolate super freak.
So good.
You don't need to use a knife. Just pick it up like a chocolate bar.
That is a canoe of a dish.
That's good.
That's
It's so
really
good.
You should go upstairs and
Peter.
Good.
Today's episode of Father Knows Food is brought to you in part by Signature City Properties. With over 35 years of experience, Signature City Properties LLC has helped buyers, sellers, and investors achieve their real estate goals. Please contact us today at 720-480-8686. And by JSR Incorporated, a full-service television production company bringing modern life into full focus. 303-596-2207. And by viewers like you, thank you. Today's recipes and much more can be found at www.fatherknowsfood.com.